Hello friends, welcome to Bellneck Curiosity. The Delhi's Purple Sapphire, also known as Cursed Gemstone, is currently kept in National History Museum, London. But why and how this beautiful purple sapphire became cursed? Let's get straight to the video. Origin of the curse. The history of the Delhi's Purple Sapphire traces back to the 19th century. In 1857, India was in complete destruction under British rule. Also known as Indian Mutiny or First War of Independence, was a widespread rebellion against the British East India Company. During this, India was in complete chaos and Britishers looted many ancient Indian temples. Among them, one of the temple was an ancient temple in Kanpur district dedicated to god of war and thunderstorms, god Indra. The temple had many gold and precious items. One of them was the purple sapphire. The purple sapphire was very precious and beautiful. It was attached to the crown of god Indra. In 1855, a Bengal cavalryman, Colonel W. Ferris, took the purple sapphire from the temple and returned home to his family. Now the curse begins. As soon as he returned home to his family, Ferris began to suffer a series of losses of financial misfortunes which brought the family to the brink of collapse. At first, Ferris blamed his own poor judgment, but when every member of the family also suffered a series of unexplained illness, his thoughts turned to the gem. His fears were confirmed when he lent the stone to a friend of his family and he mysteriously committed suicide. So the gem became very popular after this. An unlikely victim, Edward Heron Allen. In 1890, the gem had come into possession of Edward Heron Allen. Edward was one of the most respected scholars of his time. He was a writer and a scientist. He agreed to accept the gem from Ferris' son to prove that there was nothing special about the gem. Soon after taking the gem, he began to experience a series of unfortunate events. So, to neutralize the curse of the gem, he attached a diamond to the ring which had double silver-headed snake. He changed the whole look of the purple sapphire with some astrological signs. But after this, the situation only got worsened. Condition of Edward was becoming worse. He started having daily nightmares where he saw someone with long hair, red eyes and ash on the body. Edward said he looked like an angry Aghori Sadhu who used to sit at the corner of his house staring at him the whole night. Sometimes he saw Aghori Sadhu digging something in the ground as if he is searching for something. All these experiences have written by Edward himself in his last letter, which is still kept at the museum. The curse awakens. So after the unnatural experiences, in frustration, Edward threw the gem into Regent's Canal. He thought that he got rid of the curse. But some months later, the ring was recovered during cleaning of the canal. It was then taken to a local jeweler. The jeweler immediately recognized the gem as he was the one who mounted the gem on the ring for Edward. So he returned the ring back to Edward. After this failure to get rid of the gem, he again given the gem to one of his friends who was a professional singer. But after that, his friend lost his voice in an accident. Fearing that the gem would influence his newborn daughter, Edward packed the gem into 7 boxes filled with good luck charm. He then deposited it in the safe of his bank with instructions for it not to be opened until after his death. The final chapter. In 1944, Edward Heron Allen died. Despite insisting that the box containing the Delhi's purple sapphire should not be opened for 33 years after his death, Edward's daughter sent the box to the National History Museum. There it stayed until 1972, until a caretaker of the museum uncovered the sapphire and the strange letter enclosed, in which he wrote all his experiences and strongly recommended to throw the gem into the sea. The complete letter of Edward Heron Allen is still kept at the museum. Today, this gem is popularly known as Delhi's Purple Sapphire and is kept safely in the National History Museum for public view. Nobody is the official owner of the gem, and it is believed that the curse will end only when it is returned to the temple from where it was looted. I know there was no scientific explanation in this video like most of my other videos, but some elements are beyond science with no explanations. That's all in this video, but more interesting videos are coming up. So if you like this video, give a thumbs up and subscribe the channel. Don't forget to click on the bell icon for regular updates.